Live from Columbia, this is WIS News 10 Midday. Live, local, now.
Well, thanks so much for joining us here on Midday. I'm Jamal Goss. We are getting hyped up for the big game with our Lady Gamecocks facing off against Iowa. The USC women's basketball team is bringing home 2 Naismith Awards. This announcement comes before the big Final Four game. Well, our very own Judy Gadsden joins us live from Dallas, Texas as the team practices before tomorrow's big game. And Judy, are you feeling the excitement yet?
Jamal, the atmosphere already electric here inside of American Airlines Arena. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but they do have the team practices going on. They've got a DJ. They've got some kids here to check out these players that they admire and respect so much. And you know what? The countdown is on until the epic battle everybody's been waiting for between the Gamecocks and Iowa tomorrow night. And you know what? The fans are already in town. Fans, are y'all ready? Yes! Listen, I'm going to introduce you to some of my new friends in just a moment, but I want to tell you about Coach Dawn Staley. We've had an opportunity to sit down and talk with her one-on-one about what she wants her team to do in this moment. And you know what? She wants them to play the exact same way that they have played all year. As we take a look at some of the videos, seeing the team on the court, the squad, I mean, they are so in tune with each other. They are so connected. They are so physically fit and prepared for this challenge when they play back to back to back in these games leading up in the tourney to ultimately play for it all. I also asked Coach Staley about how she wants to use her platform, her prominence. You know, she was named the Naismith Coach of the Year back-to-back yesterday. How she wants to use all of that power to help grow the game. Take a listen.
I just want to be an example of what can be. Like, really, I do. Because I get a chance to coach a team that it's a blessing. Like, they give me no issues. I want every coach to be able to experience what I'm experiencing. Even if we don't win a national championship, but to be able to be surrounded by highly motivated young ladies that just want to win. It is, you know, it adds more years to your life. I know you have some teams that take some years from you, but this team, it adds more years to the passion that I have for young people and being a dream merchant for young people and wanting to continue to coach for as long as I can coach, because they've put that in me. Like, they've injected who they are into my veins, and I want to just continue to give more and more to the young people that I serve.
And that really is what it's all about for Coach Dawn Staley. You know, some people ask her a lot, how do you constantly perform at such an elite level? How do you hold on to your passion, that commitment to excellence, the love of the game? And Dawn Staley says she gets it from her players each and every year. It's a different group. It's a new group. She meets them where they are to help take them to where they want to be, and that is on the road to another national championship. Let me introduce you to some of the Gamecock fans who have shown up early in town for us. So glad to have y'all with us. PJ, you and Jim rolled into town. When did y'all get here?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So what? Now, you live in Virginia,
right,
but you're a Gamecock alum.
Yes.
What made you have to be here for this Final Four this year?
Actually, my daughter got it. She was so confident that we're going to make it all the way. I got these tickets at Christmas.
Are you serious?
We've been sweating it out, knowing we're going to get there. And I just want to see them do it again. We can repeat.
Jim, what do you think about Dawn Staley and this squad?
She's so smart, an intelligent woman that knows the game, and it's so fun to watch women play. I like how the women play more than the men because they play more as a unit, and that's what really makes the difference, I think.
And you know what? When I talked to Dawn Staley, we've got a special airing tonight. I'm going to give you guys details about that in a minute. But she says with this squad, she can literally just get creative into her basketball mind and draw up a play in the middle of the game, and they can execute it. I mean, like, that fired her up.
It's just wonderful that she can do that. And that helps motivate her and the players.
It really, really does. Let me turn over to my Lexington crew. Lexington in the house. Nancy, step on up. We got Nancy and Lindsay here with us. Nancy, how long have you been a fan of Gamecock women's basketball?
Oh, I can't even tell you the number of years. I mean, I'm an alum. graduated in '82, so even Sheila Foster era. So have been there a long time watching this team play.
Yeah, I saw Sheila in Greenville. Gamecock great Sheila Foster. She brings so much energy, and she really paved the way for these young female student athletes, didn't she?
That she did. I watched her up in Greenville, and the athletes were coming by her, giving her high fives, hugging her. So I'm sure she gave them some wonderful advice. And I mean, they just the team itself is just incredible. They are the epitome of greatness. They really are.
They really are. They really are. So look, we got to get the good vibes going. Lindsay, I know you're a little camera shy, but I want each of you guys to give Dawn or the squad a message as they prepare to face Iowa tomorrow. Lindsay, what's your message for them?
1 point at a time. Play as a unit. Play as a unit. Play as a family.
I like it. I like it. Nancy?
Bring it home, Gamecocks. Bring it home.
Bring it home. All right. Coming back over to PJ.
Continue the play that you've been doing and work together, which you always do.
Absolutely. And Jim?
I'd say take it to the hole hard.
I like it. I like it. I like it. You know, in that Maryland game, it was crazy because they came out so intense and so rough, you know, and Dawn told them, she was like, look, if they go hit you in the mouth, at some point you got to hit back. I don't know if y'all want to roll like that with the Gamecocks, but listen, it's going to be an epic matchup, and Dawn Staley has asked these players to keep the main thing the main thing. She told them to walk in their truth and play the way that they have played all year, to rely on those fundamentals that have brought them to this point. We're going to have so much more for you tonight. Coming up on WYS News, we'll continue our live coverage, of course, throughout the day. Make sure you're following all of our social media platforms. But tonight, 7 o'clock, must-see TV, Chasing a Championship, a one-on-one interview with Coach Dawn Staley. You'll hear from Aaliyah Boston, the Freshies, so much more. We'll bring it to you live from Turney Town in Dallas as we cover the Gamecocks on the road to another championship right here on WYS News 10. Jamal, back to you.
All right, Judy Gasson reporting live from Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much. Great advice from those fans behind you. Well, as we have all eyes on Dallas, the fans, better known as fams, are preparing to cheer their Gamecocks on, no matter where they're watching the game from. My very own Ty Wilson caught up with some of the folks who have deep connections to the team.
Just say Final Four to Lawson Rural, and this is the response you get.
Yeah, it just brings back those memories. I mean, it's got to be the best weekend of my life.
Last year at this time, Lawson was a sports editor and writer for the University of South Carolina's student newspaper, the Daily Gamecock. Those memories are in his phone, and he will cherish them for a lifetime. This time around, he'll be like most of us, rooting for the Gamecocks right here in Columbia.
Obviously last year I was right in the middle of it, but since I'll be in Columbia this year, looking forward, hopefully an opportunity to go jump in the fountain, but don't want to jinx anything, so we'll just say I'm excited to watch it with my roommates and everyone else.
And then there are super fans that show off that Gamecock pride 24/7.
So soon I'll be packing and then boarding a flight in Charlotte to head to Dallas.
Jim Lane became a fan of the team decades ago. Listen to this.
So I've been a follower of Gamecock women's basketball since the late 70s, actually. It began when I was an undergraduate student here at USC, when you could go to the games and basically hear tennis shoes squeak on the floor because there were very few people who supported the team at that point.
Jim got season tickets when Coach Staley took over the program. He's been there in person to see them win both of their championships, and he'll be there for this Final Four too.
So these next two games, I think, are the culmination of a dream for these Freshies, and I've been part of that journey with them, and so I absolutely would not miss their biggest moment as a senior class in winning another championship in Dallas.
And the #1 seeded Gamecocks take on the #2 seeded Iowa Hawkeyes this Friday in Dallas. Tip-off is at 9 p.m. and you can watch the game and all the action on ESPN. Meanwhile, you want to tune in tonight at 7 p.m. for a WI special, Chasing a Championship. Sports director Rick Henry, sports anchor Julia Westerman, and our very own Judy Gatson will join us with everything you need to know live from Dallas, Texas. Again, that's tonight at 7 p.m. right here on WIS. Now, to keep up to date with Gamecock coverage, you could go to our sports tab and click on tournament coverage. You have everything. We have everything you need to know before the big matchup on our website. Just go to WISTV.com.